Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to look at head position. Okay, this is really, really important. I can't say how important this is because it's really, really important. Okay, so what classically happens when people wrestle is they end up going ear to ear. Yeah, and it's just shit, and you end up with cauliflower ears. I had to have plastic surgery on mine to make it look beautiful again because I'm so vain. So what we need to do is we need to be able to work our way into positions where our head is a controlling force. We can use it as something that gets in the way. So I've managed to get my underhook, which we looked at in the last film, and I'm hooking on here. He's managed to turn his body and he's in at this point. Okay, so we're in kind of a 1-for-1 situation. Things have gone wrong for me. He's got an underhook and stuff. What I'm going to do, the first thing I always do is I punch with the shoulder. So if I punch with the shoulder and move his head, okay? When I punch with the shoulder and move his head, I have to be catching a wrist or blocking this bicep, yeah? And from there, all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn and grab his head. My head should go on his temple, not on his ear, unless you're knobhead, yeah? And I can control and crush from inside this point. I've got loads of control over him. Yep, so one more time, he goes underhook. My first thing I always try is just punching it out with the shoulder. In here, push, head, grab. Okay? If I can get to my tricep control, that's great. I've got quite a good level of control here. If I can get to my control of the head, even better. The Iowa wrestlers are amazing at this. If that doesn't work, say he's got a super duper underhook. Yeah, and there's no way I can get out of that. What I see a lot of people teaching is that they just put their thumb in this gap, so be a bit weaker, Graham. They just put their thumb in here, and they just some miraculously how pull this down and control it. All right? No, doesn't work. I saw Minotauro teaching that, and it was a bit frightening. Okay, it's not going to work like that. So, for me to get to head position, I need to remove this underhook. Okay, so the first thing I do is I'm going to bring my ear to his elbow. So I will be overhooking this. Okay, so I'm going to bring my ear to his elbow. So I bring my ear to his elbow. Okay, as I bring my ear to his elbow, my hand slides up his wrist. And now what I do is I drive my hips underneath this. Okay, this is not going to work with Graham. I can try as hard as I want. All I'm going to do is dislocate my thumb. But even if he's strong, okay, what I can do from here is I can chop and bring myself underneath. Even if I don't get to the wrist, I can now drive the arm underneath him, get to some kind of squashing position. Okay, so that's another way to clear out the underhook. So once I've cleared out this underhook, say I've got to my wrist control, yeah, now I want to be able to get to my underhook position. His head's still in the way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to step back, push, head goes in the well, right? This time, nice and tight on the shoulder, hold tight, grab up, Iowa wrestling control, okay? Not a nice place for Graham to be in. And very easy for me again to offset, balance, and then hit out on a single here on his chest. Okay? Nice.